Hey guys, Dustin here from Classic Elite, and this is Starhawk for the PlayStation 3. It is developed by Lightbox Interactive and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. Unlike its spiritual predecessor Warhawk, Starhawk comes with a single-player campaign. You play as Emmett Graves, and you and your partner Cutter help others harness Rift energy for profit. The game begins with you accepting a job on the planet Dust, and upon arrival, you start to deal with the problem at hand and the history you left behind. Starhawk's narrative is slim even by video game standards, and most will have the story figured out from the beginning. Apart from the premise, it is largely uninspired and serves only to provide the thinnest motivation for the main character. The character models and locales of Starhawk are the game's strongest design feature. The enemies, or scabs as they are called in the game, are normal humans that have been turned feral by being exposed to too much Rift energy. Their body paint and veins of Rift energy surging through their body give them a very unique look and make them easy to see at a distance. On the other side of the coin, the Rifters of Dust and other locales you visit look the same, and apart from the unique names floating over their heads, they are completely cookie-cutter and without any real personality.
We've got a plan, because everything we work for is riding on this.
I'm working on it.
The settings of Starhawk have a similar dichotomy. The levels that take place on Dust are uninteresting brown deserts. On the other hand, the levels that take place in orbit or on other planets are really well done. The neon colors of the distant nebula and the views of nearby planets look great and do a good job of conveying a sense of openness. Despite this, none of the environments feel lived in, and the game lacks a degree of detail that I can't put my finger on. Regardless of the inclusion of a story, the single-player game is essentially a tutorial for the multiplayer. The center point of both the single and multiplayer games is the building mechanic. You can open a radial menu at any time by hitting the triangle button and selecting something to build. Your choices range from vehicle garages and turrets to outposts and bunkers. While fun at first, this quickly falls into the same repetition. You will arrive in an area, Cutter will tell you that you have enemies approaching. You then build defenses and fight until you defeat all the enemies. Repeat until you see the credits. This is not as easy as it sounds, as none of the weapons pack any punch. You will empty entire magazines into enemies from the standard assault rifle just to put down the normal enemy type. Building is the most efficient way of dispatching foes, but that requires Rift energy. Often you will find yourself low on ammo and Rift energy with another wave of enemies heading your way. This gives a single-player campaign an unbalanced feeling that could have used a little more work. The multiplayer shares the building mechanic, and with the abundance of Rift energy, is a lot easier to use. During a match, you will receive Rift energy automatically if you remain within a certain distance of your base. This will leave you free to make whatever you want until you hit your team's 32 item capacity. The weapons are just as weak in multiplayer, with the only ones that are worth using are the shotgun and railgun. Unfortunately, whatever following this game had upon release has since diminished. There were several times where I started a match waiting for other players and never had anyone else join. Other times I joined only to have a couple of opponents waiting at my base to kill me repeatedly. In fact, that is how most of the matches go. The fastest team to spawn camp will win, and under these circumstances, not even building will help you. During matches, I have seen opponents run through a forest of turrets to grab a flag and absorb every bullet only to hop on a vehicle and drive away, rendering any offensive structures almost useless. There are a lot of good ideas in Starhawk, but it has major balancing issues. If they find a way to prevent the spawn camping, make the weapons more lethal, and give people a reason to pick this game up, then this game would be fantastic. As it stands, I was either bored or frustrated. Thank you guys for watching. Show us some love by throwing us a like, a comment, subscribe to our channel, favorite our videos, and share our stuff on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Dustin for Classic Elite, and I will catch you on the flip side.
Cutter, I need a repair on. Can you help?